With the rapidly unfolding political developments, the ruling CPN-UML was saved from a possible split as the disgruntled faction led by Madhav Kumar Nepal agreed to settle its differences with party chairman and Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli. Meanwhile, the last-ditch effort of the main opposition Nepali Congress to form a majority coalition government within the deadline given by the president with the support of CPN Maoist Centre and Janata Samajwadi Party failed. With this, the president has reappointed CPN-UML chairman Oli as the prime minister in the capacity of parliamentary party leader of the largest party in the lower house. Good morning, I'm Sarah Sapsanama and these are the headlines of the hour. CPN-UML chairman KP Sharma Oli reappointed as the prime minister after opposition parties failed to form a majority coalition government. Nepal reports 214 more deaths due to COVID-19, 8,960 test positive in the past 24 hours. Israel deploys tanks and troops to its borders with Gaza as it mulls whether to launch a ground operation in the territory after days of violence. And Real Madrid defeats Granada 4-1 to ensure La Liga title race goes down to the wire, moves to second place, 2 points behind leaders Atletico Madrid. CPN-UML chairman KP Sharma Oli has been reappointed as the Prime Minister of Nepal after opposition parties failed to form a majority coalition government. Issuing a press statement yesterday, the President's office informed that UML chairman Oli has been reappointed to the post in accordance to Article 76 of the Constitution. He has been reappointed to the post in the capacity of parliamentary party leader of the largest party in the lower house. Oli is scheduled to take the oath of office and secrecy from the President today. Earlier, President Bhandari had given a deadline to political parties to form a majority coalition government by 9 p.m. yesterday after Premier Oli had failed to secure his confidence vote at the lower house. However, Nepali Congress, CPN Maoist Centre and the dissident faction of Janata Samajwadi Party failed to claim majority to form a coalition government. This paved the way for Prime Minister Oli to lead the incumbent government in the capacity of parliamentary party leader of the largest party in the lower house. Prime Minister Oli will now need to take another vote of confidence within 30 days. Earlier, Nepali Congress had taken an initiative to form a coalition government under its leadership and with the support of Maoist Centre and Janata Samajwadi Party. The party also sought support from the disgruntled faction of CPN-UML led by Madhav Kumar Nepal. However, after Janata Samajwadi Party polarized regarding the issue and the Madhav Kumar Nepal-led faction reached an agreement with the establishment faction of CPN-UML, the last-ditch effort of Nepali Congress was thwarted. The Prime Minister needs 15 more votes to claim his majority within 30 days in the House of Representatives, even with the support of the dissident faction. Now, the disgruntled faction of ruling CPN-UML, which was on the verge of a split, has withdrawn from its preparation to resign en masse. As a last-ditch effort to stop the division, party chairman and Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli and senior leader Madhav Kumar Nepal have agreed to seek a consensus to resolve the ongoing intra-party wrangling. Speaking with media after a 4-hour-long meeting yesterday, senior leader Nepal said that the meeting ended with a positive note and the issue of resignation was postponed for a few days. The leader duo also agreed to resume dialogue to take the party to status quo. Leader Nepal said that an initiative is being taken to pave way for a consensus and form a task force to reach an agreement. The Nepal faction has been maintaining that a task force should be formed to address the contentious issues and office bearers should be retained for the party to return to status quo. Earlier yesterday, the party's standing committee meeting had revoked the suspension of senior leader Nepal, Vice Chairman Bhim Rao, Deputy General Secretary Ghanashyam Bhusal and standing committee member Surendra Pandey. Nepal has reported 214 deaths on a single day yesterday, taking the national death tally to 4,466. Likewise, the country reported 8,960 COVID-19 cases in the past 24 hours. According to Health Ministry, 19,474 samples were tested for COVID-19 through PCR method. There are now 105,207 active cases as the ministry's latest update, while 497 individuals are in various quarantine centres. Kathmandu Valley alone reported a total of 3,562 cases. Meanwhile, 5,055 individuals have registered full recovery, taking the recovery tally to over 321,000. The recovery rate has, however, dropped to 74.6%. The Health Ministry informed that there are 1,381 individuals in intensive care units, while 380 are on ventilator support. Majority of the COVID-19 patients reach hospitals with the need of oxygen. In our Public Voice segment, we've asked local residents in Palpa what should the government do to secure oxygen for coronavirus patients. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
सरकारले विदेशी राष्ट्रहरूसँग चाहिँ सहयोग मागेर समन्वय गरेर अक्सिजन तत्काल चाहिँ नेपालको विभिन्न जिल्लाहरूमा चाहिँ पठाउने व्यवस्थापन गर्नुपर्छ।
अक्सिजनको प्लान्टहरू लगाउनुपर्छ र जुन जनताहरूले आफ्नो घर-घरमा चाहिँ अक्सिजनको सिलिन्डरहरू स्टोर गरिराखेका छन् त्यो सरकारको मातहतमा ल्याएर चाहिँ सर्वसाधारणलाई जुन रियल बिरामी छन् त्यस्ताको पहुँचभित्र चाहिँ पुर्याउनुपर्छ।
अक्सिजनको उत्पादन क्षमता कसरी बढाउने हो, विदेशबाट ल्याएर हुन्छ कि नेपालमै उत्पादन गरेर हुन्छ, छिटो सक्दो रूपमा चाहिँ सम्पूर्ण जनताले अक्सिजनको सहज रूपमा प्राप्त गर्नुपर्छ।
हस्पिटलहरुमा जहाँ बिरामीको चाप बढी हुन्छ नि अनि त्यहाँ चाहिँ अक्सिजनको जहाँबाट जसरी ल्याएर भए पनि त्यो उपलब्ध गराइदिन पर्यो के।
Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. The question is, what should be done to prevent spending billions of rupees every year for abroad studies? Your options are A, provide quality education in the country, B, provide employment based on qualification, and C, create conducive environment in the country. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a great day ahead.